Welcome to Certain Point of View, your first step into a much nerdier world. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Just go to certainpov.com. Thanks. And now your hosts, Ben Milton and Addy Thomas.
Hey Nerf Herders, I'm Addy Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Certain Point of View. Today we're going to be talking about something a little lighter, because we've had some more heavier discussions lately, like diversity and the Grey Jedi and
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we'll see. This is being recorded before Wonder Woman, so
I have a feeling that it's gonna venture into some.
Well, this
deep
episode's
territory.
gonna be released like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna be talking about who's a good character to be a sidekick to, and this applies to all of fiction, but we're probably gonna be a little bit more focused on superheroes today. But, kind of judging it sort of like, almost like when you're shopping for colleges, like, what has a great location? What has the best survival and graduation rate, Looking at you, Batman. But also, like, who has the best opportunities after being a sidekick as well, Because, look to the future. Like, a sidekick should be only a temporary gig. It's not, you're not intended to be a sidekick
depending on the hero.
It is true, and there are certain heroes, but in that case, there isn't a lot of, post sidekick opportunities. Yeah, no growth opportunities for certain characters. So we'll go ahead and expand out to that. Before we get to that, don't forget you can check out everything from our social media to Weight Loss Civil War on our website at certainpov.com. Let's jump right into this episode. So, and of course, anybody who has an idea of any sidekicks you want to throw in here, throw it in. We'll discuss it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
if it's a good idea.
Yeah. So, well, you know what? Let's start with a non-superhero one.
Okay.
Tonto.
Oh, Lone Rangers?
Yeah.
Sidekick? I love the West. Like, I love the desert and being out and open. Like, that would be
so
kinda,
you like the
location is pretty solid.
But the lifestyle has also got to be a little bit rough, because it's not like the modern West.
No.
Like, you're going to be camping, and I know you're not, like, think about, like, Wi-Fi.
Yeah. You lose all the modern acumen. So that aspect of it is.
So if you're a great outdoorsman type of person.
Yeah, then it's a great lifestyle for you. If you like getting shot at by Indians and robbers. Yeah, that could work. It's not the lifestyle for me. It's not where that wouldn't be my first choice on schools.
Well, and also
outside of location, there's nothing I like about it.
Right, because the advancement growth opportunities don't seem really it's not like Tonto's going to become the Lone Ranger at any point. Like, nobody's going to expect.
Well, maybe if the Lone Ranger gets kidnapped, and somebody's got to wear the mask, right?
You think Tonto would? I feel like Tonto would just go as Tonto.
Who would? No, nobody's afraid of Tonto. They're afraid of the Lone Ranger.
True. Well, unless you
put on that mask, you'll never know who he is.
Right?
Because that's a great disguise.
Survival, graduate,
Yeah, pretty high. You're only fighting normal people.
That's true. He's not fighting
super villains. You're fighting bank robbers and Indians.
All right, so it's not bad. It's not bad.
And you got a chance.
Yeah.
You got better than average chance.
You got a lot of dirty work to do, though.
Well, everything's dirty. It's the Wild West.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's not really just work at that point.
Yeah, it's just, it's better than probably most people had it at that period of time.
That's true. Well, let's move on to sort of the guy who's like the king of sidekicks. He gets he collects orphans everywhere.
Oh, no.
And my immediate thought was Batman is a bad guy to be a sidekick for, because you immediately look.
Well, you're an orphan.
Well, yeah, so already you're in a bad you're in a bad scenario.
Yeah.
Location is awful. Like living in Gotham City.
There's no upside.
You really have to be in the city living.
Rent is high.
Go there. Yeah.
Well, I guess you get to stay at Wayne Manor.
Well, I don't know. It depends on where it's like the narrow. Well, yeah, that's true. You get to live at Wayne Manor.
Wayne Manor, which is pretty kicking.
Yeah.
You get to have all the Wayne parties.
That's true.
Alfred
serves you.
Alfred's take care of you.
That's true.
You get to
you do get a quality education.
You get that lifestyle.
Yeah. So that's not bad.
Yeah, so there is a little bit of upside.
There's some pluses there.
However, the course load.
Oh my God! Because you have a very cold teacher, not very relatable.
No, not even particularly good.
I mean, he has a record of bad people skills.
Dropout and failure rate is high at this education.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then take out the failure rate, your chance of survival is an actual problem. Like, you may be killed. I mean, granted, you might have the a Lazarus pit to resurrect you if you're Jason Todd, but you don't come back
the same. You don't come back the same from that. Nobody comes back the same.
Or if you're Batgirl, you've got paralysis is a legit issue.
Mm-hmm. So, it's an issue. Yes, that's a great way to put it, Addy. Well, paralysis is a legit issue. My goodness. If you don't mind not being able to feel your legs, this could be a great school for you.
David says it's not sidekicks, they're partners. Sure, David.
Okay.
The Batman sidekicks are not sidekicks. They're usually just bait. Like, who else wears bright colors like Robin?
Yeah, orange and green, red and green.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah. You're just a distraction.
It's called a decoy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you have that. But if you graduate successfully, there's a big if. If you graduate successfully, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake,
have done well.
They do well. They can lead their own teams.
Yeah.
They've been called on to lead the Teen Titans and the Justice League at different times. Dick Grayson has filled in as Batman as well.
True.
So
yeah, you have a decent resume to kind of go out and do your own thing.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can survive that,
the franchise
that
potential
program,
is very strong with that. And you have the funding, you have the right network and funding to get what you need to even expand out.
Well, that's if you can keep a decent relationship with Wayne. The problem is, like, everybody hates Bruce after about 6 months.
Even if you hate him, though, like, he did incorporate Batman at one point. Like, he didn't even know Batwing over in Africa.
Such a stupid idea. Such a stupid idea. Let's move on from that.
The Bat franchise?
I'm so over Batman, man. I'm so Batmaned out right now.
Oh, come on. Whatever. He's still a fun topic of conversation.
Yeah, who else we got?
All right, so Superman. Now, with Superman, though, so we've got two options here. You can either be born into it, so you've got nepotism, or you're his photographer. So clearly they're ego issues.
And there's not much to do.
That's a little creepy now that I think about it.
Oh, just take pictures of me. Just take pictures of me. I'm the man of steel. So creepy. He's so creepy. I don't like. There's no opportunity to do anything. Like, you're useless. There's nothing to do.
Supergirl can hold her own.
She can, but there's no point in it.
Well, she decides to eventually, was it in the animated series, she actually decides to leave our current timeline because there isn't too much she can bring to the picture. Right. And decides to go to another time where she can be more useful. So there is that.
All right. So you got to leave everybody you know and love and go
she
to
kind of already lost all of those people.
That's a good point. So I guess you got that going for you. You have no attachments to anything because you're not a human.
Right.
Or you're just a photographer.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound good.
Metropolis, though, as far as location, seems to be all right.
It's not my favorite. I mean,
it's no Gotham.
It's not as bad as Gotham in crime level.
You're blown up. J. Mike saying you get blown up every week. Yeah, I guess there's some, like, because of the types of villains that Superman attracts,
Yeah, you're only, like, getting end of the world stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because his two sidekicks are so different. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're Supergirl, if you have the powers, if you are a Kryptonian, then you're good.
But the problem is that you suffer from the same flaw that Superman does. And in DC...
let's not make this a Superman hate fest, because I'm with you.
Everybody has kryptonite in DC. Like, this stuff is just laying around. Like, you can go to a carnival and pick it up. Like, it's just there. It's like, oh, look, more of an exploded planet laying in this field for some reason. It is the dumbest weakness ever. Just because it's so available. And you're going to suffer the same consequences as Superman does. So if Superman's screwed, you're screwed. So you're useless anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like you can bail out your mentor. And if you're a photographer, you can just document his fail.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give a hard pass on Superman for a multitude of reasons.
All right. So let's move on. I'll continue with DC. Green Lantern. Green Lantern, you really don't have sidekicks.
Not really. I mean,
because like Kilowog would be the closest thing to a sidekick, but he's just another. No, he's not even an understudy.
Green Lantern was.
It's a corps, so like you have like a.
They're all cops.
Yeah. Like, you just like training each other.
I guess old school Silver Age Green Lantern had the Asian kid Ping or something like that. It was something really racist too. J. Mike might need to look it up. I kind of want to know the name of Green Lantern's original sidekick. Oh yeah, it was something like it was not It was not PC by any means.
Oh man, that's not good.
I don't think he's going to be showing up in any future versions of Lantern.
Oh wow.
Actually, I think they did. Actually, I think Jeff Johns did use him in a different way. Like he made him an engineer for Hal Jordan, and like he even used to like get made fun of by Hal. Like they retconned it by calling him whatever that racist nickname was. It was like Yellow something, or what was it? Did you find it yet?
No.
Yeah, you got to look it up, right?
So bad.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
It was a different time to make comic books in America. That's bad. Pie face?
Yes,
Seriously?
it was Pie Face. That's
Pie
right.
face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What was and what's the character name?
Pie face. That was actually his name. It was strange. Yeah.
Thomas Kalamaki.
His name was Thomas, and they called him Pie Face.
Well, they eventually added the name when it was, they wanted
When
to
they were
work him
like,
in,
"Oh,
and like.
I guess we got to give him a character, a little backstory. He's got a real name.
Yeah, he's not just Pie Face.
1960s.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
the 60s. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's Silver Age.
Definitely a different time.
So yeah, so we're gonna skip Lantern because they don't really have
nobody to-
sidekicks.
6 Robins.
Yeah, there's been 6 Robins, yeah.
Well, so yeah, I guess you're right. So you have what? Dick Grayson.
Carrie, Jason.
Wait. Oh, Carrie. That's right. I always forget about from Dark Knight.
Timothy Jackson Wayne.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Who's Timothy Jackson Wayne? Who's that?
1989 becomes Red Robin.
Oh,
Stephanie Brown.
I don't know who that is.
I thought it was Tim Drake.
Yeah.
Oh.
His full name is Timothy Jackson Wayne.
Oh, because he was adopted.
Oh, he gets adopted.
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess you're. Yeah. So shouldn't
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares? We're
Dick
past
Grayson
Batman.
should be him? Shouldn't he be Dick Wayne? Also another nickname for Batman.
Dick by Wayne?
All right, so let's move on. So we have Wonder Woman. So she has a couple. She has there've been a couple Wonder Girls. We've got Donna Troy, and then there was the other one, the blonde. I forget her name.
Like, what do you have to do to become Wonder Woman's sidekick?
I think you just be an Amazon, but I think I
So
think
I gotta be an Amazon?
yeah, you just
I'm
be
not
too
leaving.
busy feeling yourself.
I'm not leaving that island, man. It's too many opportunities.
All right. But haven't like some of them been like actual like people on Earth who have been so traumatized in their life that they've been brought onto the island and then they've gone out to be your sidekick?
But you're
I
not
feel
really an Amazon then,
yeah.
right? You're just a person?
Well,
You don't have Amazon...
no, they're given Amazonian powers and everything.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, but it was sort of like because you have suffered so greatly.
get to be-
I feel like one of those.
Is-
The Wonder Girls that happened to. Maybe I'm
Okay.
making that up. Maybe, and if I'm making it up, maybe we need to write this.
This is a good story. If you've been traumatized, you can be an Amazonian.
Empowerment, I guess, in some way.
I don't know how that's going to go over, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's not going to go over. We need to find a woman to write it. Then it'll go over.
I'm not going
The
to...
first one was Wonder Woman. She was called Wonder Girl.
Yeah, she was called Wonder Girl.
Yeah, and then it was Donna Troy, and then it was Cassandra.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, the school.
Wonder Woman has the same
The school
kind of-
seems just nice because if you get to go
It's
to
an all-girls school.
right?
It's an all-girls
there's
school.
So-
If you're into that,
that.
I guess that'd be all right.
Yeah,
No, it's not obviously a school for me.
yeah. I don't think either of us are eligible for that. I think. Yeah. All right, well, let's move on before we think about it too much and just wistfully stare off camera. So then there's being a sidekick for the Flash. you just really hate DC.
I hate sidekicks. Okay, all right. Let's think about this.
Wally West. Wally West was my
Kid
Flash.
Flash. He's Kid Flash?
I was all about Wally West before Barry Allen.
Okay,
He was the fun Flash. Like Barry is just so melodramatic about everything.
Wow.
And it's not like Wally West had a great life either.
Okay, so what? But again, this comes down to you have the same
Central City-
power set,
but so
as
Cent-
your mentor.
That's true, but Central City, Central City seems like a better place to live. Like if Captain Cold is really your worst
Is your
villain.
biggest villain?
I don't know. I kind of like. I feel like the Flash is a good guy to learn from. He seems a little bit more caring, but he seems like he would actually work with you. So
A little more jovial.
yeah, and so like there is a good success rate for him.
Yeah,
With like you have graduation, you have the ability to hold your own. Like Wally West at some point even gets more powerful than Barry Allen,
Right.
and has greater control over the Speed Force. So I kind of think actually your best bet for Sidekick School is going to Central City and hanging out with the Flash, because it means like obviously the requirement is you'd have to get the powers.
Right. Yeah. Assuming that you can get entry into the school, you're
Yeah.
pretty much set.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's a crazy,
it's a
ridiculous.
much safer city.
It's a safer city, and it's a crazy powerful skill. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because if you screw up, you can always go back in time and fix it.
Well, only so many times, but yeah.
Whatever. We all know that's not true.
I mean, yeah, you may have to deal with like, Reverse Flash,
Blah,
and
blah,
reverse,
blah.
Zoom, and
Blah blah
well,
blah.
All right, you're just
some
a
other
hater.
some other speedster who's the same power set as you. But again,
a hater.
no. But it's the same power set as you. It's not like it's not like you're fighting Apocalypse or Thanos or
Well, we see the Flash regularly take on those guys too.
with somebody else.
With other
yeah.
people, that's true, yeah.
That's not his normal villains. He's fighting Captain Cold and
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang.
Mirror
Captain
Master.
Boomerang.
Dude, whatever. If you face Captain Boomerang right now, you wouldn't be happy.
No, that's because I don't have the Speed Force. You have the Speed Force. What's Captain Boomerang
Mirror
gonna do?
Master,
Yeah, that
Weather Wizard.
Ooh, the trickster. Oh no! What are we gonna do?
Trickster is just Joker light. Let's remember that.
Exactly. Everything is like a lightweight villain. Like
Not everyone.
It's pretty bitchy. Like the Flash talks his villains into going back to prison. He just shows up at the bar and is like, "Hey, buddy, why don't you head on back to prison?" You're right, Flash. You're right.
Well, that was also a nice joke for that series. So let's not overvalue that. So
I'm
let's
just
move on to
saying.
another so.
So far, that's high on my list, by the way.
But I'm down
Flash
with going
is
to
pretty
Flash
high.
School.
I'd go to
Yeah.
Flash School.
So now there's we could go under the sea, talk Aquaman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go Ariel. I could be the little puffer fish. Flounder.
I'd rather be Sebastian. He has a much better singing voice.
That's true.
Kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la.
The fact that you know that so well is amazing to me. I don't know that song that well, and I have kids. What's up with you?
Because that's a great moment to roll out when somebody's like on a date somewhere, like hanging out with a girl somewhere. Like if you have
You're just like walking by and you just start singing Kiss the Girl?
Yeah, of course you do.
I've never done that, but I'm gonna start. That's amazing.
Yeah, I need I think it was one time when Wycliffe and Monica were hanging out, and of course they're never gonna listen to this, so they can't verify it. But I was with Corey, and I think we decided to like make fun of them a little bit with that.
I love that. Oh, that's so good. Okay, all right. So Aquaman.
All right, so he has a couple. So there's Aqualad, who's actually pretty cool.
What is Aqualad's power set? Like, is he the same power set as?
He has some
just
of
a
those
little version?
powers, but he also has. So Aqualad was created for Young Justice, and he can actually form like constructs with the water. Like, so
Okay.
he's got like these like basically like water whips basically, and he can like but he can like make them into blades or yeah. One t-shirt contest.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah. No, but like he can actually like basically in the same way that like Lantern has like hard
Constructs.
light constructs.
Right.
It's like hard water constructs, which sounds weird.
Does he have to have water around him, or does he just like have a squirt gun that he shoots out and?
He had like they go all over the place, so it's like he doesn't like he still can like breathe underwater and all that fun
Does he
stuff.
have to go back in the water like Aquaman does in order to keep his powers?
Does Aquaman have to do that?
I mean, he's like strong, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have.
Or am I getting him confused with Namor? I think
Namor actually does
has
have
to
the
go back in
limitation
the
of-
water.
yeah.
He's a more realistic hero. Okay.
All right, realistic hero. We're talking about Atlantis. All right, let's calm down a little bit.
I'm just saying. Make mine Marvel.
So all right, so you know what? I mean, location, like that's like you get some decent travel. You know, you end up having a good portion of the world available to you.
Yes,
you're also
80% of the world is your
Right.
oyster.
Yeah, literally. You also are serving royalty, so you're the squire of the king, basically.
Yeah, but that's not the same as the king. But okay.
It's true, but still, you got access to some great resources.
If you like seafood,
Pretty good.
pretty good.
I'm not really a seafood fan. Like crabs, like what?
Crabs you can go to Baltimore for, right?
Depending, well, you can yes and yes. Just be careful which one you come back with.
You can get a twofer. Underwater sounds boring to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I know you have Atlantis, you have the city of Atlantis, but is there any other cities?
But think
down
about
there?
like you're also thinking about a city that's so much higher tech than like even Tokyo.
Right.
You know, like that's actually pretty cool.
I guess.
It's like a super like civilized version of Otogunga. Like even that was like this like as bad as yes. Without Gungans, Otogunga is actually a pretty cool place.
That's what the
That's what the Naboo were also. That was a slogan for a while.
Without the Gungans, this place is great. I'm not so. I don't
You're not
like
sold on it?
I don't like the idea of living my life underwater.
Yeah. So no, Flash is number one for you.
Although, like, okay, but yeah, so far Flash is number one. This is a second, maybe.
Yeah. Your backup school.
Yeah, of like, I guess if I had to, I guess I'd live underwater. And who do you have to? You have to fight. What do you have to fight? Like,
Well,
who's
you
his
got to fight
villains?
Cthulhu pretty often.
Oh, that sounds bad.
I mean, yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
But I mean, Aquaman pretty much regularly goes toe to toe with Cthulhu. He's pretty powerful.
Yeah, Aquaman and Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Like, they're both pretty powerful. But
Yeah.
so what do you do in this? Like,
Well, you learn from someone who's pretty qualified.
Moral support.
huh?
Moral support.
Moral support. You can do it.
Well, Aquaman, he can be a bit of a jerk too. So
right.
that's-
Yeah. Him and his hook hand.
yeah, yeah. Because obviously we want to learn
Pat
from
you on the
Hook
back and he just
Oh!
like stabs you in the back. You bastard. Not my favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely a second school.
At least.
Yeah.
I'm hoping something bumps it further down. I'm not sure I can get into Flash school, and I don't want to have to get stuck with Aquaman.
With Aquaman school. All right, so before we go to Marvel, Green Arrow, I think we can confidently say we don't want to be any of his.
I mean, I like drugs.
So Speedy, definitely you're down with that.
Weedy. If I could be weedy.
Well, so
Speedy,
he's
that'd be
had
good.
two major. Well, he's had a couple, but there's Speedy, there's Arsenal. Or actually, Speedy is Arsenal, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's just I'm thinking of Arrow instead of
you get it confused,
comics,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then of course there is one that's his daughter.
Who cares?
Yeah, Cheshire and
Cheshire? Her name is Cheshire?
no, that's another one.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into Green Arrow.
He's a hippie. Like in the comic books, he's a dirty hippie, so I'm
Yeah.
already not interested. Like,
Black Canary. Although, but see, you would have to be in a relation. It feels like the only way to get it into Green
to be
Arrow
related
school is
with
to
him
get
or to
into
have
his
sex with
pants.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
sleep your way to the top
Yeah.
of Green Arrow school. I'll pass
See,
on that one.
I would rather be Canary's sidekick because she's also supposed to be the best fighter in the DC universe.
Okay,
So I'd rather learn from her, and also she's pretty hot too.
so she's got that. Yeah, but do you get to sleep your way into that school?
You know what? I just hang out with her.
Just to be around her's enough
Yeah.
for me.
That's
He's such a
enough.
nerd. He's such a nerd comment. I just like being around the pretty girls. That's all. It's good enough for me. I just want to be friend zoned. It's cool.
I mean, that's like the story of Arrow.
It's nothing but friend zoning each other. It's pathetic. I hate that show. All right. No, I'm gonna pass on Green Arrow.
All right, all right.
Even as Weedy.
Okay, all right. So let's move on. Well, let's look at Marvel.
Okay.
So Iron Man has a sidekick. J. Mike disagrees that
Mike's
War
wrong.
Machine is a sidekick.
It's clearly the
but War
sidekick.
Machine is definitely a sidekick. How else did they?
He starts out as a sidekick and then kind of comes into his own.
Yeah, that's true. So there's
There's
actually
growth potential there.
but it takes a long time.
You
Clearly.
can always, because you just got to convince Tony to give you a suit.
Right, but you also clearly have to have
And not take it from
But
you.
you also have another major career to balance. So there's no like living in the situation like you don't
Yeah,
get.
you don't get to stay at Stark Manor.
Yeah, as like even with all the money that Stark has, you're not like you get funding in terms of
I'm
like
not
the
even
suit.
sure that what's her name gets to stay with him.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, Pepper Potts eventually does get her own suit as rescue.
Yeah.
So like
But she's not allowed to stay at Stark Manor.
So yeah, it seems like he's a little too volatile.
He's cray-cray.
Yeah, I
totally
think we can
cray-cray.
avoid that.
But he's got a lot of nice toys.
He does. But you know what? Like,
And he'll give you the,
but
look,
Batman has also access to a lot. Like, I would.
But Tony will give you the suit off of his back to
All right, calm down.
help you.
Calm down. Nobody likes that pun.
Come on, that was good.
That was not good.
Corey
That one I need to
likes
save
two.
for Corey.
Two for Corey.
As bad jokes.
Oh, I'm so
that
tired.
need to be used as a reminder.
Oh, I'm so tired right now. It's not fair. Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
All right, go on.
All right, so outside of Iron Man, who else do we have? Does Spidey ever get a sidekick? Like, I feel at some point he's had to have a sidekick, right?
No,
Other than
he's
Spider
too
Pig.
young. Spider Pig. No, he's too young.
Yeah.
He doesn't
or
get
Spider
a side-
Ham.
He
I
doesn't.
guess.
He doesn't get one.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that I've ever seen.
Like Black Cat. Yeah, Black Cat's not really a sidekick. Like he has characters that he interacts with.
Yeah,
and
he
works
teams
with.
up with a lot,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have sidekicks.
Because Marvel is usually more about the team up anyway.
Yeah.
So then, but you do have Cap. Definitely has sidekicks.
Yep. You got Bucky and you got Falcon.
Yep.
So
Seems to be all right. And they have opportunities.
Bucky is all right for you.
Well, okay, now Bucky. Okay, that's true.
That doesn't end well.
Bucky is
man.
a Jason Todd situation, isn't he?
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
Yeah, I don't like the cold.
I was just thinking Winter Soldier already. Like he's already traumatized. I forgot about
Get your arm ripped off. You get brainwashed.
I forgot he was also from that era too.
Yeah. That's not a great.
bad.
That's not a great end.
Falcon has a
Falcon
decent run
seems
of
to be
it.
doing pretty well, and he gets to take over when Cap dies.
Yeah.
So you got a 50% chance of having a decent turnout on that school.
And it seems like you get a chance to use the shield, so it's not like you're always just being like
and
sidekick
you get cool,
guy.
and you get a cool different power set. It's not like the Flash, where it's like you're the Flash's sidekick, so I guess you got Speed Force.
Right.
Oh, you're Superman's sidekick. I guess you're a Kryptonian. You get to you have your own unique power set, which is cool.
Aquaman, though, you do get your own unique power set too.
Not that unique. You're breathing underwater and you're using
Water
and
construct.
fish. Okay, but it's
Aquaman-
not that unique.
It's not like he's
still
just teaching him
water.
trident work.
Fair enough. Trident's a pretty badass weapon, though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Give him that, even though it has 5 spokes. Just saying, it's not a trident.
No, that one isn't. Movie one isn't. Yes, you're right. All right, so yeah, Cap is a little. I'm a little iffy on that one.
I
think
take Cap over.
You'll take it over Atlantis. I
Yeah.
keep Atlantis ahead of it.
Cthulhu's scary, dude.
Yeah, but you're
Who's
running.
Who's Cap fight? Red Skull,
He fights everyone.
Zemo.
He fights everyone.
Yeah, that guy's he is Captain America. He's always in a fight. Yeah, he really is. Just
He'd be fighting Cthulhu too.
if he could, if he could. All right, yeah, all right. So, all right, I'll keep Ock up there. I'll keep Ock up above Captain America. All right, go ahead.
Ock?
Aquaman.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was hearing it as Doc Ock for some reason.
No, Aquaman.
So Xavier.
Oh no.
So on the surface, it's a very nice place because it's an established school. Like clearly they have accreditation.
You'll be able to take your credits to any other superhero.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you served in the Xavier Mansion, I see. You'll only lose 3 credit hours.
You can transfer over to the Brotherhood if you wanted to. Like it seems like it happens often
All
enough.
the time.
So
yeah.
you
It's
know,
like a
so they
sister
have
school.
they have an established relationship clearly.
Like a sister school, yeah. Depending if you feel like being evil for a semester.
Do a work study mission like with the Morlocks. But you all like you clearly have like they have established programs with credibility with professors who teach you a lot of different range of subjects.
Okay.
And you know they have programs for you to go to, but you can also like you can spin off into your own as well. The problem is if you go into the main, like, so everything is kind of guided to becoming an X-Men.
Yeah.
So if you become an X-Men,
Yeah, that senior year's a bitch.
you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
If you decide to go there, but not like go
Finish the program?
go to like if you go to the communications program there,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like you'd be fine. Like film studies at the Xavier Mansion
Right,
would be
right.
fine.
Yeah, you don't
Wait,
wanna-
why are you saying
you
no,
don't
Jake?
wanna-
Like
All the time.
what?
That place gets blown up all the time.
Yeah,
It does get blown up a lot. There's not usually a lot of fatalities in those blow-ups, though. Because there's so many powerful mutants
that they can
that
protect.
they're
Yeah.
usually for like yes, the mansion gets blown up, but they rebuild it like in like 6 minutes, and nobody ever
Because they got
seems
mutants
to,
who can do it.
and nobody ever seems to really get hurt.
We like there's probably a mutant we don't even know called Rebuildo somewhere that just like out of like up.
The mansion,
back.
the mansion's probably a mutant,
Yeah.
and it just magically puts itself back together no matter what. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Well, the danger room actually became sentient. At one
Right,
point.
right. So everything, yeah. I mean, you're gonna get a really interesting campus life.
You also have the potential to work out in space. Like they've got a lot of opportunities. They don't work just on Earth.
Yeah.
So you got like they've got very good networking potential. And I mean like you got some like so and you got professors like Beast who clearly is very qualified. You know, Storm, Wolverine,
Cyclops.
Yeah, like you know, for all of Cyclops' flaws, he is still a very excellent tactical
Be a
leader.
good, yeah, an excellent teacher.
So you have a very like.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
And, but
over
as long as you don't try to become an X-Men, because going for an going
a
for
permanent slot.
yeah, if you go to become like if you're like an English student there, so you're just like learning to teach other people,
Right.
That if you're going on that kind of track with the X-Men, then you're screwed because most likely you might even have your memory wiped by Xavier.
That's
and
almost
forgotten.
guaranteed.
Yeah,
that's
like you'll
almost
end up
guaranteed.
getting screwed by somebody at that point.
And it's
So-
not going to be Jean Grey.
Nope, never.
There's a lot of upside though. Like for its downside, there's a lot of success that comes out of that school. I feel like
I really kind of sold myself on Xavier.
I think I'm gonna put that at the top of the list.
Flash is still up there for me. It's
Okay.
still the number one.
Yeah.
But it's definitely my number two, and Atlantis has just moved down.
Oh
to
yeah,
3.
yeah. I'm the other one. We'll get there. Calm
Yeah.
down.
Well, let's go there now.
Is there any new comments?
Do we have any? No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right. What do we got? So who's the next
Fantastic
one?
Four.
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Well, again, like you get like if you're really into
Who are their,
exploration.
who are their sidekicks?
Well, I guess we're
They
not
don't
really.
have sidekicks.
Well,
They don't have sidekicks.
yeah, you have to be part of the team. There's no like
There's
they don't
no,
have a
like-
work study program.
Yeah.
Like the only ones who ever get to really learn there are the kids. So there's no sidekick program to be in the
It
Fantastic
doesn't count. Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
That
You
doesn't work.
like because again, like Frank, Reed Richards is so far out there. He doesn't want to teach. He's trying to develop like crazy stuff. He's not about imparting to the next generation.
No.
Like he creates a think tank that his kids are part of.
Right. Yeah.
So,
He's
like-
not interested in helping anybody.
Yeah.
That isn't in the Fantastic
Like I could
Four
see
already.
Sue Storm probably would found a school,
But she did.
but she didn't. Yeah.
So moving on.
So who else do we have?
Doctor Strange, doesn't he have sidekick? He's got Wong.
Yeah, he's got Wong. So
Wong's pretty badass.
yeah, Wong is pretty badass.
And wow, talk about like a crazy life and just a lot of cool stuff. You get to live in a magic house.
Just think about the access to drugs in that one.
Dude. That
Is that just gonna be your number one?
it's like the greatest psychedelic experience of all time. Like every day is a mushroom trip and an acid trip and an edible trip all
And
at the
awareness.
same time.
Just heightened awareness.
Constantly of just like, yep, that happened. That would either be the worst experience
But you're
or
also
the best.
so this is the only thing you have to realize though is you're going up regularly against Cthulhu like threats.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
your sort of your one
For
caveat
Aquaman.
for it was one of many caveats for your
Yeah, the other
Aquaman.
problem is that it was underwater. And as a person who almost drowned, I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't care if I can breathe underwater. I just don't like it. I don't know, man. That's so... But the magic stuff is so cool.
It is.
It is so cool.
That's even comics. Forget the movie.
Yeah. Even in the comics, like, it's so cool. All the amulets and the cloak. And if
You're
you're
a fan
Wong,
of the fashion.
and if
I
you're
can see
Wong,
it.
like you stay behind a lot. Like
That's
a lot of times,
true.
Wong just stays behind and is like, okay, well,
He's just at the
when you get
sanctum.
back, I'll make sure that you're healthy. Like, and you get food and you get water. And
So
I gotta,
really, you're a glorified manservant at that point.
yeah, I mean,
fine with that?
I could be great at that. I mean,
I didn't expect
I
that.
don't have like if I'm going to that school, I don't have like a big and someday I'm gonna be the one who saves the world. Like he saves him from cancer.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of growth opportunities, but there's a lifestyle that you like during that. Yeah, and it's kind of like being a permanent student, basically.
Yeah,
which is like
you're
you're
a
professional
you're a
students.
grad student. Yes,
The rest of your
exactly.
life.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So if you're into just being in school all the time, that could work totally well.
So I think that's on
I
your
think
list.
I
I'm
put
going
him
to
on
take it
third.
offline.
I'm going to put him on third.
Yeah.
That's my third. So
All right.
X-Men, Flash, and then Strange.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see who else is out there. Thor, the Warriors 3 seems to be pretty high qualifications for that. Like you got to stand out.
I
Like
feel like that's a
within
great,
the
again,
Asgardian military.
That's like a graduate program. Like that's
Yeah.
your doctorate degree
Yeah.
school that's happening there.
Yeah. So then beyond that, let's also see. So do we have any other Marvel characters who usually have sidekicks? We already covered the X-Men, so Wolverine, because Wolverine pretty regularly has sidekicks. So but that's been just part of the X. Like if you choose to do the Wolverine program at, you know,
At the Xavier School. Of,
exactly.
You're probably going to die. You're probably going to have your memory erased is probably a more reasonable expectation.
But you won't know.
You'd never know. Sure you passed that test. I would say for Wolverine, not really. Like,
Yeah. I think we covered it in Xavier.
well, the problem with like Wolverine sidekicks are like it's usually a love interest of some kind
Or it's usually a young girl.
and has to die. Like,
No.
well, his wife.
I wasn't thinking she was a sidekick. I was thinking X-23.
Oh, okay.
Jubilee.
Right.
Kitty Pryde.
Right.
Oh
Rogue.
yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue. Like those are the kind of the four. Like usually, so usually you have to be a chick. Clearly,
be a
yes.
teenage girl.
He's a really creepy guy.
So creepy. We really need
You
to.
know, let's move on from Wolverine. There are a couple professors I might name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't name that one.
I know which one you're thinking
Yeah.
of. Moving on, which one you're thinking of.
You know what? And in that case, let's wrap up this episode.
You can't let it go? You can't let that go?
I can't think of anything else after that now.
How about this? How about out of comic books? How about Harry Potter
Like
and
Lord
Ron
of
Weasley?
that's just more like being a.
What about Gandalf?
He doesn't have a sidekick.
He's got the hobbits and the dwarves.
No, they're not his sidekicks.
You don't think so?
He's more of an emissary to people and then building like. Yeah, like
It's like an outdoor school.
no, he's not really. He's not a like.
Every time Gandalf shows up, he's like, "Come on, let's go for a walk."
And then he leaves you.
Well, he's not a great
immediately.
student. Well, all right, so he's not real good at
No,
it.
but like Dumbledore and Gandalf are in that same category that I like. They're not really sidekicks. They don't have sidekicks.
Okay, fair
and
enough.
they don't really have even an like. Well, okay, so obviously in Harry Potter you have a school, so you do have Hogwarts.
Mm-hmm.
Hogwarts actually seems pretty cool. I'm not
It
gonna.
looks way cool, man.
Yeah.
Way cool. Until the Dementors show up, everything's great.
Yeah.
Until Dementors and Death Eaters show up, that place is bitching.
Yeah, I mean, of course, unless you're, Slytherin, then you're like even fine in that scenario.
Right, that's cool.
So, yeah, Hogwarts is actually pretty good.
Hogwarts is bitching.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little too hoity-toity for my taste.
Well, you can do the American school. The American school seems a little more down to
I haven't watched that. Have you watched that movie?
Nah, but I've heard stories.
Well, that was a ringing endorsement. All right. Well, moving on from that one. Is there anywhere else in fiction? I mean, Watson kind of gets screwed over by Sherlock all the time.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. I mean, like Chewie's like really the only
Jedi.
sidekick. Oh, you got a Padawan school. No. I'm gonna pass on that because
You
we
don't
just
wanna
know the
get cut
grisly
down?
end.
I'm going to get cut down by
It's a
Anakin.
fairly grisly end.
But they had,
That's
they, had a
Skywalker.
they had a good 1,000-year run, though.
That's
like,
true.
If you, don't, as
If you
long as
were
don't hit
earlier in that
one
run.
spot, that one spot has
Yeah,
has
that
bit of
one
bump in
spot
the
is a
road.
pretty standout moment.
Yeah, but it goes quick.
All right, well, oof. So that ended on a very dark note. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm declaring that Flash School is still my number one.
Okay.
Xavier is number 2. And I'd go for Atlantis University.
University of Atlantis. Ananias Thomas, University of Atlantis.
University of Atlantis, Illinois.
Yeah, if I could do University of Atlantis
Illinois on land.
on ground,
At a landlocked state.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot better about it. I'd feel a lot better
Nebraska.
about it. I will take Xavier as my number 1.
Yeah.
Flash is my number 2, and then Strange is my number 3.
All right. I think we covered some interesting territory here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know if there's anybody we forgot, any other schools for sidekicks that you think would work well, that have potential for advancement, for growth, for fun lifestyle. What do you think is out there? Of course, it's just a fun one. So let us know, or if we're crazy for the selections that were made, or things that we glossed over and didn't really put into thought. Because clearly we know the as great as the growth opportunities are for Batman's Gotham School, survival rate is not good. So just remember that, all you Batman fans who just went nuts. But let us know what you think. You can go to our website, certainpov.com. All our social media is there. While you're there, go ahead and check out Patreon and the Weight Loss Civil War. All of that, again, is at our website, certainpov.com. And until next week, stay scruffy, my nerf herders.
Thanks for listening to Certain Point of View. Don't miss an episode. Just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Head over to certainpov.com.